Welcome to our next adventure with Kimology 411, a podcast of anything and what is Tyson doing now?
Kim, quick, get in!
Hey Tyson, you better back up. What exactly are our plans?
Plans? Where we're going, we don't need any plans. It's an excursion on Kimology 411!
And welcome to another episode of Kimology 411. On this excursion, I am going to discuss health insurance with my friend Don Barkley. Hi, Don. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. So how's the insurance business going?
It's going really well right now.
Really good.
Things kind of slowed down there for a while, but now they have picked right back up.
Well, you know, today I got a letter in the mail from Delta Dental. And they sent us our April payment back for our premiums, and with a little letter in there that said most dentist offices were required to be closed in April, and so here's your premium back. And I was like, oh, that was nice. That was a nice thing, considering that our restaurant's not even open. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So we're going to go in a little bit, not exactly right now, but we are going to go in and talk to some of the restaurant owners. But I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about other things that are not restaurant, because you cover all different kinds of insurance, individual, business. Go ahead, tell us what exactly you can cover.
I basically cover two markets: the under 65 market. So that could be individuals, families, small businesses, for anybody who needs health insurance who's under 65. And then on the other end of that, for people that are 65 and older, I also help them with Medicare needs.
Okay.
So it's kind of just split into those two areas.
Oh, okay. Very good. I had just met somebody that was talking about they used to. I meet so many different people. Someone just contacted me, and they deal just with Medicare.
Right.
Like it was just with Medicare. I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, okay, I didn't even know what that meant. So, anyway, so let's talk about the options that everyone knows about, and then where you come into play, because I am guilty of having no clue about insurance. Now I know that there's multiple companies out there, but I don't know all the smaller companies that are out there. And those you have to normally go through with a broker. Is that how that works?
It normally does. So the big point that I like to make to everybody and right up front is you do have options. Most people have been led to believe that you either get a plan through your employer, or you get online and you get a plan through the exchange, through Obamacare, through the ACA. Those are not your only options, and a lot of people don't even know that. So outside of the exchange, there are private insurance companies, and typically those companies are smaller, so not necessarily a Blue Cross, although you can go outside of the exchange and buy a Blue Cross plan by yourself. And you can either do that through a broker or through an independent agent like myself, or a lot of times you can just get online and do it yourself. But most people don't want to go through the hassle of doing all that research and trying to figure that out.
Right. That's what I mean, I know that you can go online. I guess my thing is when people do go online, they all of a sudden start getting like 1,000 emails, phone calls,
Exactly.
and
Right.
So like it always keeps me, I'm very leery, because you're kind of like, is this a scam?
I know.
I don't trust anything on the internet. And unfortunately, you probably shouldn't trust half of the things that we do. But
right.
that's why when you contact someone like you, we don't have to worry about 75 different people getting our information and then
That's
having
right.
them just call you nonstop, because I've done that before with other things, and it doesn't make me very happy.
That's exactly right. And since I'm a local agent, I live in Northeast Kansas, and
Right,
Northeast Kansas is where I serve most of my clients. Even though I'm licensed in Kansas and Missouri, my primary focus is Northeast Kansas. So when you schedule an appointment with me or you talk to me on the phone, you get me. And if we meet to talk about your insurance, you get me.
right,
And if you become a client of mine and you have a problem, then you call me, and I'm
right.
the one that deals with it first. And then if I can help you, I will. If I can't, I'll connect you to the right person at the company who can help you with that specific issue.
Perfect. All right. Well, we're going to go into live over on our Facebook group. I have a group of close to 100 restaurant owners that are in this group. And every week we do a Tuesday training, and basically helping them find out about people like you that have services that normally when you're trying to get in the door, they're busy, they're serving food. It's really hard for them to understand. And they also just think that you're just coming in to sell them something that they don't need. And so I'm trying to take the time to let them have on their own time, see who you are and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go into this group. So let's see if it works. Meeting is now streaming live on Facebook. All right. Hey
All right.
guys, we are in the group. I always like to pull it up just to see myself. This technology is awesome, but there we are. We're in the group. We are live. All
Yeah.
right. So, woohoo! All right. So, we're in the group of restaurant owners, and I would like to introduce you to the restaurant owners in and around Topeka. We have them all the way in Lawrence. And to you guys that are watching now and will watch later, this is Don Barkley, and he is my friend who actually deals with health insurance. So Don, can you tell them just a little bit about what your company's called, how long you've been doing this, and exactly how you can help them?
Sure, I can. Hey, everybody. My name is Don Barkley. My company is called Truly Affordable Health Insurance, and I think the name kind of says it all. I named it that on purpose. I've been doing this for 5 years now, and apparently I do it well. Not to toot my own horn, but I am one of the top agents in the whole country. So I focus on the northeast part of Kansas, helping individuals, families, and small business owners. That's all. That's all I do every day. And so there are several options available there. And I don't know if you're ready for me to go into those or not, Kim.
Well, first of all, I want to tell them. So I have always had my health insurance on the exchange for like the last ever since it started for 4 years, 5 years. Was it 07? Look at me. But prior to that, I had no health insurance. When I got divorced, I lost my health insurance there. Then there was a time that I tried to buy health insurance, and it was like, this is a long time ago. This is before any of the reform stuff. And I think it was like $286 a month. Then it went up to $390 a month. And then when I renewed it, they were like, it's going to be like $700 because of your asthma, which I had never had a claim or anything on. So I just stopped it because that was like 25 to 30% of my income at that time. Being a single mom, I could not afford that. So when the exchange came out, I jumped on that because I'm actually was still single mom, low income, and I got on there. But as my business is growing, I realize I'm outgrowing the exchange. And I knew in the back of my mind, because I've met you a couple years ago, that there was a possibility out there. And that's when I had to sit down and meet with you to find out that your coverage for me, of course, it's more than what I pay on the exchange, but if I make the money I'm going to make next year, yours is half of what the exchange will be. So that's kind of what I got excited to let a lot of the people in small businesses realize that there are options out there for your family. And so what kind of options do you have? And a lot of these are sole proprietors. I mean, they're probably not going to be buying insurance for their employees as opposed to just
Right.
covering themselves. But also think about being able to talk with their employees about getting coverage as well.
Sure.
So go ahead and talk to us a little bit about what you can offer them.
Okay. So the option that everybody knows about, like you just talked about, is getting an ACA plan on the exchange. And we all know the problems with that. If your income's low enough that you qualify for subsidies, then that may be the best option if you can get a decent quality plan. Outside of that, if you make more money and you're able to afford your own insurance, it's typically not as expensive as people have it built up to in their heads.
Right.
So there are several options. One is just called a health plan, which is not insurance. That's something one of the big insurance companies is offering now. It's not health insurance, but it's a step in the right direction. But they all have big holes in them. Another is a cost-sharing type of plan. Those are typically faith-based groups. They work like a co-op where you pay in a flat amount every month, and then if something happens, they will help pay those expenses. Those are designed to be basically catastrophic coverage.
Right.
And both of those are great if they are put in combination with a private insurance plan, which is what I do, is really hybrid plans for the most part. So I take the best parts of different insurance plans and maybe a cost sharing group, maybe not, and I bring parts together to create a brand new customized plan that didn't exist 10 minutes ago. And I'm able to do that because I'm an independent agent contracted with several different entities. So I can break up those plans, create something that fits your budget, your lifestyle, and they're portable. So for example, if you wanted to give your employees access to somebody like me, if they buy the plan, regardless of whether you're paying for any of it or not, and they leave, they can take that plan with them. So it's portable. That's what those are called. Yeah. So either the premiums were paid in part or in whole or none by the employer, and then when they leave, we just transfer the billing paperwork to them. They either keep it or they don't keep it. That's up to them. So we can work with business owners, with just them and their families, or we can offer plans to all employees. And it works great, especially for companies that have typically less than 20 people. And there are no minimums. So even if there's one person, I can still write a plan on them.
To write a plan on it. So a few years ago with the way health insurance worked is that you had to have this very specific plan, or you had to pay penalties and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And of course they got rid of that for the time being. I mean, everything changes from day to day to day, but there is no requirement now. So when that happened, all of those major medical plans kind of went out the window because they didn't fit the insurance. So people weren't even buying insurance, and then they weren't having the right plans. It just got so kabobbled because then you had nothing, and I personally had a friend who was in an accident, no insurance, and we're looking at $100-some thousand after a couple surgeries, and
right.
The hospital worked with them, but the whole entire time that I'm talking with them, they just kept saying, we can't afford insurance, and in my mind it's like, you just don't want to take the time to actually see that. And that was actually my problem. I was like, man, I can't afford insurance. I can't go out and I can't take this big contract. If I take this contract, then my insurance is going to go up, and all the money that they pay me is going to go to my insurance. And that was not right. So anyway, so what does it take? So if somebody on here is interested in, just even getting a quote, because there's no cost to talk to you.
Nope. I don't charge a fee for a consultation. A lot of brokers do charge $100 or $200 just to sit down and talk to you. I charge zero. You can buy me a cup of coffee if you want. Uh, it's a pretty painless process. There's no pressure whatsoever to buy anything ever. I simply educate people on what their options are. I talk to them about what their budget is and what it is they're looking for and the level of coverage they're looking for. And then I put together plans that fit that criteria. So it's a simple thing to call or text me. My number is 785-979-0722. You can call or text me anytime. It goes right here.
Okay, let's say the phone number. Whoa, I'm gonna write that down here. So it's 785. What was the phone number?
979
979.
0722.
It's not letting me type it in. I'll type it in later because it's not letting me type it in. I don't know why. So and then is there a website or anything that they have to go to?
Sure. They don't have to, but they can. I have a website. It's just a shortened version of the Truly Affordable Health Insurance. So just trulyahi.com.
Okay.
That's me. If you type in the whole thing, it'll still go to the same place.
Still get the same thing. Perfect.
Sure.
So is there anything else that small business owners aren't really thinking about right now that you come across all the time that you'd like to educate them on, the importance of health insurance or anything? Is there anything else?
Sure. Well, the one thing is the portability with the employees being able to take that with them. The second thing is, small business owners need a lot of times to offer some kind of benefits in order to attract and retain good help. And health insurance is one of those benefits that's really important to people looking for a job. You can offer that, and here's what most small business owners don't know. You don't have to have any minimum number of employees participating, and you can offer that where you pay zero, or you pay a flat dollar amount, or you pay a percentage of the premium and let the employee pay for the rest. And I like to see it that way because that way the employee's got some skin in it as well.
Right.
And then when the relationship dissolves, the employee walks away, they take their insurance with them, they pay for it or they drop it. So you've lost nothing except the employee, but you've offered them something good and an incentive for them to stay.
Right. And so it's not like some of the other plans, like the Cobra and stuff, that come out and it's like $7,000 a month or something.
Right.
And then you have to fill out all this paperwork and all this kind of stuff. They basically can just convert the payment over to themselves and just still keep the same insurance.
Sure. And I can beat Cobra prices every day.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yes.
All the plans that I offer have nationwide networks. There's a million doctors and hospitals in the networks that I use. They have lower premiums. They have low deductibles. True, doctors are everywhere. I've found one doctor in Kansas that was not part of the network. That's the only one so far.
Well, and to the owners that have spouses who have jobs that actually have the insurance, if they're paying a large amount out of their check, they still should check to see if that's even beneficial to them, because they will be able to find something, at least like some of the spouses, it's like you have a spouse plan, we cover you. But then when you have the family, it's like $300 a paycheck or something like that.
Or more, yeah.
And so with that, they could actually come and, the spouse gets hers free or his free, and then you could come in and you can you just cover the kids? Do you have, how does that work?
You typically have to have one adult on the plan in order to put kids on. So cannot have just kids. However, I do one spouse and the kids all the time, like for school teachers, where the school district pays for the employee, but not the rest of the family. That's just one example. So yeah, I do those every day.
And you have health insurance. Do you have the other ones, the eye, the dental?
Oh yeah, sure. Dental and vision, accident plans, cancer plans, heart plans, about anything you can think of, air ambulance. I can package it any way you want to package it.
Right. Yeah.
And I do not sit down and give people 50 options and make them wade through that. I'm
No.
going to give you one or two or three options, and we're going to go through those and adjust those the way you want it to
Right.
make a great plan for you.
Make a great plan. So it's kind of like you're getting what you want, and you don't have all this extra stuff that you're never going to use. The one
Right.
thing you had talked about was the life flight, like the helicopter stuff like
Yeah.
that. My friend actually was taken to KU Med on one, and it was like $75,000. Insurance
Right.
does not cover that. So
That's right.
at least when you sit down with you can tell them you interview them, talk about their their needs and stuff like that, but you also can explain to them how it works, because I think that's the hardest thing is people get their insurance and then something doesn't get covered and then they just get mad. And
Right.
this is not 1965 anymore where you pay, your employer pays $12 a month for your insurance and you pay nothing. I mean,
Right. And no insurance plan pays 100% of everything. However, I have put together some package deals where it comes very close to that.
right. Yeah.
It's pretty phenomenal.
So anyway, go ahead, repeat your phone number for my crew here and your website again, and then we will end it in here and we'll move back over to Kimology Excursion.
Okay. Website is www.trulyahi.com. And my phone number is 785-979-0722.
Awesome. All right, guys, over here in the restaurant owners group. If you need to reach out to him and you can't get a hold of me, I have all of his information. I can connect you on Facebook. And hopefully you guys at least take the time. If you do not have health insurance right now, don't wait around. This is the perfect time to figure it out. You don't have to sign up for anything. You get it, starting later, whatever. But the security that I have, knowing that I have health insurance, it has allowed me to live life so much with less stress. The stress I have right now is even going to the doctor. I don't want to go to the doctor and then be like, oh, you have to take all these tests because of all the crap that's going on right now. But at least I know that I could go and I have most of it covered. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us. And like I said, if you have any questions, make sure you get back with us or get with me and I can direct you if you can't get a hold of Dawn. And hopefully this will help you guys out. Comment below and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys. All right, so now we are back just to us. That is awesome. So what is your, how long have you been doing this?
5 years now.
5 years. And I think I met you a couple years ago. It's been a couple years. That's good. You still enjoy doing it?
I do. I like it a lot. I never thought I would want to be involved in insurance in any way, but doing what I do, I'm able to help people, whether they're individuals or small businesses, I'm able to help them save money and still get great coverage. And so, yeah, I like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I see that. Did you vote today?
I did. See my sticker?
My sticker right here. And my pin. They gave us pins.
Yes.
Because we can't touch, pins or something. So I was like, I don't know if this has a little bit of like bribery or something. I don't know. Like, I'm sure something's going to come out like, they gave away pins. You can't do that. Because,
Yeah, they touched the wrapper on the pin before they gave it to me.
I know. I was like.
I don't know.
But anyway, well, I'm really glad that you came on here, and hopefully I can get a conversation going on with my restaurant people. But if anybody's listening to the podcast, and even if you're not in this area, he has connections to people that can help you, because we've got people all over the United States that listen to the podcast.
All over the country.
Anyway, so even if they gave you a call and said, hey, I'm in Texas or whatever, you still can help them.
Absolutely.
Really affordable health care.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome. So is there
And
any,
I won't just do it online with them. I will send an agent personally to meet with them.
right? Yes, yeah. You want to meet with somebody. It's just yeah. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic with Kim going on with this person.
And they'll wear a mask if you want them to.
Yes, yes. Depends on where you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, thank you so much for everything, and we're going to
Thanks for having me on.
episode this excursion on Kimology 411. If you have not already joined our group, you want to go to Kimology 411 on Facebook, join the group. That way you'll be able to see or hear all of this, because this will actually be uploaded in there at some point, and coming soon in October, November, maybe December, or possibly January. I don't know, I'm busy. Our YouTube channel, so you'll get to actually see some of my guests and I talking. So once again, thanks a lot for joining me, Don. And
Thank you.
If you have anything, let me know, and I will be definitely getting with you with my insurance and getting all of that stuff taken care of.
Great. Thank you.